When they start school, most children already know a great deal. They have mastered the basic rules of their language. They are learning how to make friends and how to get along with people. They want to have friends. They want to be liked. They can tell jokes and enjoy riddles and word games. Not all children are so fortunate. Some have ailments which set them apart from other children. The deaf, the blind, the severely spastic, and retarded children have frequently been excluded from normal social and educational experiences. Recent trends in child care and education seek to integrate such children into programs which will provide them with experiences and opportunities which are as nearly normal as may be possible. Amidst the population of children who cannot benefit from exposure to these normal experiences of childhood are those we call autistic. Autistic children show uneven development. Their language is deficient or even absent, but they're generally graceful and well coordinated. Their play is generally repetitive, unimaginative, and non-representational, but they may be remarkably adept at jigsaw puzzles. They may display an impressive memory for precise positions and routines and show acute distress, sometimes to the point of tantrum, if something is moved even a little away from its usual position. Normal children may also resist change. Both normal and retarded children may sit rocking themselves back and forth monotonously. Retarded children can be seen gazing at their fingers or at lights. Aphasic children may show language deficits very similar to those of autistic children. And at times, all children have social behavioral problems. But an autistic child is not a globally retarded child or a normal child. Given the special kind of help offered at the Edmonton School for Autistic Children and at a few other psychoeducational treatment centers, some of the children show gains which place them well within the normal range of intelligence and occasionally even into the upper brackets. We do not know what causes autistic children to be so different from their brothers and sisters. We do not know the mechanisms by which their disorder operates. We do not know how to cure them. We do know that no known medical treatment has been able to alter the course of autism. We also know the principles by which learning occurs. These principles were established many years ago, but it's only in the last decade that a technology has been devised to permit the principles of learning to be applied successfully to the problems of autistic children. We are no longer at a complete loss as to how to proceed. Before the turn of the century, a psychologist named Thorndike enunciated the law of effect. Simply stated, he declared that when our acts are followed by results which we find pleasing, we become more likely to perform those acts in the future. Conversely, when our acts are followed by results which we find distressing, we become less likely to perform those acts in the future. For example, when the telephone rings, we answer it. The answering response is maintained by being followed by the conversation with a friend or associate. This is pleasing enough to make us likely to answer the telephone even when it's inconvenient for us to do so. Now, suppose the caller has the wrong number. How many times will we answer, politely explain that the caller has the wrong number, and then answer the phone when it rings 2 minutes later? The law of effect predicts that after a few wrong numbers, we will stop answering. Of course, if the telephone is silent for half an hour, our answering response will reassert itself, and we will again answer when it rings. It would take a great many wrong numbers without satisfying calls in between before we really stopped answering altogether. The same principles which govern our behavior in answering the telephone apply even to very complex human behaviors. The principles also apply to autistic children. They will repeat actions which are followed by satisfying results. They're likely to stop doing things which fail to get results. We may be surprised by some of the things that strengthen their responses. Because these children sometimes work for reinforcers that we cannot predict, data collection is most important. We must be sure what effect each event is having on the child's learning. We must structure his universe to keep his rate of learning high. To do this, we make use of consequences that our data has proven effective. When we start working with a newly admitted child, we may find that food and drink are the only things for which he will work. If that is the case, then we will start by using food and drink to strengthen the behavior we're trying to teach. But we cannot have him working indefinitely for food and drink. If we did, it would be impossible for the child to transfer his new skills to the world outside the school. Right from the beginning, the therapist will be very careful to praise the child as well as to feed him. In time, with repeated pairings of food and praise, the praise will become a motivator when used alone. We will decrease the frequency with which we provide food, and the child will continue to work and to learn for the sake of our praise. This is generally a powerful motivator for people. We all like to have our efforts and our work recognized and appreciated by others. In all our work, we strive to teach the child to work and to learn and to behave properly for the same reasons that other people do. In this way, his normal behavior will be maintained outside of the school.
Say no. He said
each program we use is carefully monitored. With the correct techniques, it is possible to know exactly how well a program is working. A good therapy program might be changed to speed up learning. Another program might be modified if the child's progress is not satisfactory. Any reasonable program can be tried, but every program is monitored. It is possible to know exactly how well a program is working because we collect data on the child's progress. Even before a program is begun, we count to find out how often the child performs the act without being specially taught. We must know how many times a day he starts to cry before designing a program to reduce the frequency of crying. We must know how many words he reads correctly in his daily reading lesson before designing a program to increase his reading accuracy.
the ball.
How many mistakes?
Word two. Who's in the wall? Word
That's a good boy. Okay, count the
One.
mistakes.
2, 3.
How many?
3.
Okay, mark it on your graph. What story?
44. 3.
That's good reading. 3 mistakes. Good for you. That's a boy. Good. Okay.
We use what may be called an experimental clinical method. We work as scientists to identify and measure behavioral problems, much as any scientist approaches any natural phenomenon. As applied scientists, we form and test hypotheses based on our knowledge of the principles of learning and on our data on the children's behavior. Tests of these hypotheses then give us a factual basis for the design of a treatment program. Our job as clinicians is to teach the children the social, language, and academic skills they need. As scientists, we attempt to predict and influence the children's behavior to realize the goals of the clinician. The experimental clinical method has helped us to develop and to refine the techniques which are effective in teaching these basic human skills. The essence of the system lies in concerning ourselves with observables. We cannot know what might be going on inside the child. We can only know which behavior he displays. We can count it. As long as we speak in terms of the frequency with which events occur, we can be on solid ground. The school has the responsibility for teaching the children certain life skills, self-care, social, verbal, and academic skills. The children's parents and the school staff together select the appropriate skills for the child at that time. The staff then sets up a step-by-tiny-step instruction program. The child's progress in learning each of these steps will be monitored. The emphasis on data collection and on step-by-step teaching work together. They allow the school to accept with confidence its responsibility for teaching. Each day we collect new data, which is graphed, to permit comparison with previous performance. Comparison of daily scores provides the therapist with day-to-day feedback on the merits of the program.
Ready?
This session illustrates the first step in the language program. A mother is working to teach her son to attend to her and to imitate her actions when she tells him to do so.
Do it. Good boy. Ready? Do it.
The mother conducts the session while the therapist collects data. The data will tell the mother both how well her child is progressing and how well she is learning to be her son's therapist. When he has become reliable at attending and imitating her motor acts, she will be able to start teaching him to imitate vocalizations.
Good boy. What are you doing?
Experience with autistic children tells us that it is reasonable to assume that they are able to hear and produce normal sounds. We must teach them which sounds are appropriate to make when answering a particular question. There is a connection, albeit arbitrary, between the word for an act and the act itself.
Do it. What are you doing?
Clapping.
Clapping. Do clapping. Good boy. Are you clapping?
Yes.
Good boy. Good work. Ready? Ready? Do clapping. Good boy. Are you running?
No.
No. What are you doing?
Clapping.
Clapping. Good boy. Do you want a cheesy?
Yes.
Say the whole thing.
I'll teach you, please.
Okay, put your hands down. Say the whole thing.
I'll teach you.
I want cheesy, please. Eh?
I want cheese, please.
Good boy. That's good work. Okay, do good work. Ready? What is
There
it?
is also an arbitrary connection between the appearance of an object and the word for that object. An object can correctly be called by only one name. If it is a boat, then it is not a pig. This little boy is now learning these elementary facts of language.
Good boy. Ready? What is this?
A pig.
A pig. Say the whole thing.
This is a pig.
This is a pig. Say.
He has already learned to pay attention to his therapist, to name some objects, to use yes and no appropriately,
Oh, good boy.
and he is beginning to use short sentences when his therapist asks him to.
This is a pig.
But his new skills are not yet taken for granted. His therapist is counting each instance of her failure to get him to attend and to respond. Together with the other data she is gathering, this permits her to be fully accountable and responsible for his progress.
Is a pig.
It's a pig.
Good boy. Say. Is a pig.
You can see that the transition from food to praise is not complete. Occasionally, his therapist still gives him a little treat.
Good.
The therapist is also consciously pairing pats, tickles, and hugs with food and praise.
Do you want it?
If the child seems distressed by these acts at first, they are introduced very gradually, starting with a gentle touch. In this way, the child will be taught first to tolerate and later, perhaps, to enjoy affectionate human contact.
Do you want this?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Wait. Ready? Good boy. What are you touching? Say the whole thing.
This is
Pronouns are very tricky. This child is learning when it is right to say I or my, and when he has to switch to you or your.
that is your name.
Oh, good boy. You did it right. Good. Junior, whose tummy is this? Say the whole thing.
That is your tummy.
Good boy. Do good talking. That is your tummy.
That is your tummy.
Good. Say it again.
That is your tummy.
Good. That is your tummy.
That is your tummy.
Good boy.
Each skill the child is taught lays the groundwork for teaching the next one. Once a child has learned to pay attention, he is taught to imitate simple motor acts such as striking a xylophone or stacking blocks. We can manipulate him to help him to make the response which will bring the results for which he will work. In time, manipulation will be faded out, and the child will acquire the rule, do what I do. We cannot manipulate him to make vocal responses. We can only give him repeated experience with the do what I do rule, and wait patiently for it to be expanded to a say what I say rule. Fortunately, this step is taken by most of our children without too much difficulty. Having taught the child to produce sound chains of increasing complexity and length, We face a major task in putting these vocalizations into context, that is to say, giving meaning to them. This is the beginning of language and of abstract thinking.
Long. This is long.
Teaching an abstract concept, such as long, can be very difficult. The therapist patiently provides as many repetitions as the child requires to master the concept.
That's right. Say the whole thing.
This shoe is long.
Right. Is this long?
No.
Say the whole thing.
This shoe is not long.
Right. This shoe is not long. Good for you. Is this shoe long?
No. Yes.
Good. Is this shoe long?
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 Yes.
Is this shoe long?
Yes.
Look at it. Is this shoe long? No. Is this shoe long?
No.
No. Say the whole thing.
This shoe is not long.
That's right. Good boy. Oh, listen to Ian. Ian, what kind of vegetables do you have in your soup?
The school is characterized by a sense of urgency about its work. No matter how young a child may be when we begin working with him, he is already far behind other children of his age. If we can only arrange for him to learn as quickly as does the normal child, he will never catch up. His hope lies in our developing and improving a technology which aims at helping him to learn even more quickly than the normal child. Lunchtime is a good example of the effect of our determination to use every minute of the school's day to teach the children as much and as quickly as we possibly can. Lunch serves more than nutritional purposes. It provides an excellent opportunity to review language lessons in a different setting and with a different therapist. The group lunch also provides an opportunity for the staff to encourage the children to talk to each other, something they don't do easily.
Good talking. Good boy. What kind of sandwich do you have? A meat sandwich, that's right. Paul, do you have a meat sandwich too?
No.
No. Who has a meat sandwich today?
Junior.
And who else has? Who else has a meat sandwich?
Ian.
Does he?
No, Kevin.
Kevin does. Do you know if Ian has a meat sandwich?
No.
Ask him.
Ian, do you have a meat sandwich?
Yeah. Wow, you asked a good question. Cut them in fours. What are you going to cut them in?
Cut them in four.
After you cut them, what do you do with them?
Cookie baking is fun. It is also another normal occasion for practice in paying attention to people, answering questions, and using numerical concepts.
Pan, what do we do?
Bake it.
Bake them. Say it.
Bake them.
That's right. After we bake them, then what can we do, Ian?
Put them in the oven.
Listen, after we bake them, then what can we do?
Eat them.
Eat them, that's right. Do you like chocolate chip cookies, Junior?
Yeah.
Say the whole thing.
Junior chocolate chip cookies.
That's right.
Others eat this other or
To teach language to children who seem to have an inherent language disability, we must keep them trying in the face of repeated failures. The therapist is careful to make her praise for correct responses sufficiently enthusiastic to outweigh the disappointment of incorrect answers. Difficult though it is, the child keeps trying and improving.
Others are D.
this other is B and the others are D.
Listen. This one is B,
This one is B
and the others are D.
and the others of T
R D.
are D.
This one is B.
This one is B and the others are D.
Yay! You did it! Did you do it? What does that mean?
A piece
Sure, a piece of.
chocolate chip cookie.
Good boy. Do you like chocolate chip cookies? Pull your chair up. That's a good boy. Junior, get ready to tell me about 3 plus 2. What does 3 plus 2 equal?
At first, newly admitted children are given individual therapy almost all of their school day. Later on, they may be transferred to the little classroom for at least part of the day.
3 plus.
Here they will learn to share the instructor's attention with their classmates.
Good boy, Ian.
They will learn to wait their turn.
3
and to speak only when called upon. Classroom etiquette must be acquired as part of academic instruction. In time, some of these children may be able to be integrated into more conventional schools.
Get ready to tell me about 4 plus 2. What does 4 plus 2 equal?
6.
Good boy. Say the whole statement.
4 plus 2 equals 6.
Good boy. Listen, Paul, get ready to tell me about 5 plus 3. What does 5 plus 3
5
equal?
plus 3 equals 8.
Say the whole statement.
5 plus 3 equals 8.
Stand up, Paul. Paul, I want you to count by 2. Get it going.
The phonics book.
And do you get them all?
During his first year at the Edmonton school, this little boy made such rapid progress that the process of integration was begun the following autumn. Walter spent his mornings at the Edmonton school, and he and his therapist together went to kindergarten during the afternoons. The therapist carefully monitored Walter's behavior and also that of the other children in his class to see exactly how Walter's behavior differed from theirs. These data provided a factual basis for hypothesis formation and testing and for program design. Programs were designed to teach Walter to behave as did the other children in his class.
Telescope.
Why?
Or binoculars.
Why?
So I can see the stars better.
So you could see the stars better.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Do you like the stars?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. What else do you like?
Are they as hot as the sun?
Yep, they're as hot as the sun. Some of them are even hotter. Listen, which is closer, the stars or the sun?
The sun.
Yeah, the sun is closer.
It's bigger than the stars.
No, it's the same size. It's just closer.
Now Walter is in grade 2, and for the first time he is attending a regular class without any assistance or support from the Edmonton school or its staff. His regular teacher knows that should she find it necessary to call upon us, help will be forthcoming promptly. But so far she has not done so. Walter is happy to be in her class. The school staff is delighted with Walter, his progress, and his teacher, who has been so helpful and cooperative.
We can just make pictures or we can just write words.
I did do.
Some of these children are doing academic work ahead of their normal peers. Clearly, whatever problem these children have, it is not mental deficiency. There must be some other reason for their developmental delay.
Right. What's number 8, Paul? Right. What's number 9, Ian?
Find.
Find. Not find. Find. Look at Paul's. Is his the right way?
Oh, yes.
Yes.
We have a difficult job, but we know exactly what it is. We must define the problems. We must find ways to teach the children despite their problems. We must evaluate our work and the children's learning so that we can contribute to a growing technology to help not only the children who attend our school, but other similarly afflicted children. These children have the capacity to learn. The Edmonton School for Autistic Children makes use of this capacity to help them lead happier, more normal lives.